Good afternoon, Trailblazer fans. Welcome once again back inside the TV studio here on the eve of the 2017 MCLA Volleyball season. I'm your host this afternoon, Jeff Polari. The Trailblazers are getting ready to roll here in 2017 with a trip to the West Coast to kick things off next Friday, September 1st, with 4 games out on the West Coast before returning home with their home opener on Tuesday, September 5th against Mount Holyoke. MCLA returns a good 10 players from last year's MASCAC finalists. 2 years in a row now they've reached the championship round of the conference tournament and are hoping this season will continue to push forward and jump over the hump into title contention once again. MCLA does return a pair of new key returnees in Maggie Allen and Mele Enomoto. We had a chance to catch up with both of those players at one of the preseason practices just a few days ago. Let's hear from Maggie and Mele on the eve of the volleyball season.
All right, so we're back in our 3rd day. We're doing pretty well. A bunch of us are feeling pretty sore, but we're pushing through. We're getting all the love from the AT. We're doing pretty well, I think. It's getting a lot of the cobwebs off. That's what we like to explain it. Like, just getting back into it is getting the swing of things.
A little different this year.
Well, when we get to California, the first day we get there is kind of going to be like our fun day, like our vacation day. But when we get there, we step into the gym, it's game time, you know. We're looking to improve on things, you know. We're looking for that challenge, and I think that's what we're going to get. We've been explaining this year as a building year. You know, of course, we're going for that championship as always. This year is looking pretty good. We got a lot of new faces, transfers, a lot of young girls coming in that are going to help us a lot with defense. A lot of us are going to be in a new spots, so we're just trying out new things, and we're going to see what works, and that's what California is going to be for.
So preseason's going good. We have a lot of new players coming in, a lot of more defense players. So as a senior, being a libero kind of thing, it's kind of a good competition. But also we're kind of short on hitters, so some of us have to step up on that. Just for my teammates to work hard, and honestly, the level in West Coast is different, so we're going to be very surprised.
Thank you, Maggie and Mele. We wish you the best of luck as you start your respective senior seasons in an MCLA uniform. At this time, I'd like to welcome into the TV studio our 12th year head coach, Amanda Beckwith, who's joining us here this afternoon. Coach, how are we doing today?
Great, thanks. Thanks for having me, Jeff.
So it's great to hear from the student athletes, the excitement, the energy as they begin their preseason. Talk a little bit, how's preseason been going so far to date?
Preseason's going well. We're working hard. You know, we're in the gym double days. You know, they're really coming together as a group. Really appreciative for that. We have some great young talent, and we have some great returning seniors, and then mismatch of sophomores in the between.
Yeah, and we had mentioned in the student profiles there that you just saw a trip to the West Coast, something a little bit different to open the season. What was behind that, number one, and what are you looking to get out of that trip, which is going to be a competitive trip for sure?
So this season we have multiple West Coast seniors, and we are hoping to continue to attract West Coast players to the team. We also have a couple underclassmen who are from the West, and it'll only be really good for us recruiting-wise and for us to be challenged and see a different type of ball than we see out here in the East.
And it seems as though the MASCAC schedule really starting to look forward past the opening West Coast trip. MASCAC schedule kicks off September 12th against two-time conference champion Framingham State. What does the team need to do between now and then to prepare for conference play?
The team really needs to work on gelling and come together with our starting lineup. This weekend we had a scrimmage and found our starting lineup, so we're excited to have some progress on that and really work towards being a competitive team again this season.
And last year, a lot of things revolved around your senior class. You had some very key seniors, Sam Anderson, Allison Clark, who were very big contributors to the program. This year going to be a little bit different, I imagine. As you just said, a lot of players that need to kind of step forward. Who are some of those key players and key roles that you're hoping to see kind of a step forward to keep us up in that top echelon of the MASCAC?
For us to be successful, we need everyone to contribute, and it's not going to be a 1 or 2 person dominating year. I think it's going to have to come out of balance. balance. We've already referenced Maggie and already referenced Melee, and those two will be key to the offense and then key to the defense, but we need others to step up around them because no two people are going to carry us this year. It's really going to become a team effort.
Who are some of the newcomers that the fans may be able to get a glimpse of that you would expect can impact some games this year?
So one person would be Mckenna Jordan. She's a first year out of Connecticut joining us. She is a defensive player. She will really help us on the defensive side of things. We got a new setter, Natasha Stewart, coming in and joining us, and she will help balance running of our offense.
Great. And let's just take one quick look at the schedule. We got a host of tournament play, obviously the MASCAC schedule. What are some of the highlights for you that you're really looking forward to, games that are earmarked on the schedule?
Everybody loves home games, so our first home game is a big home game, and it's where we start getting our fans, so I'm pretty excited for that, and Mount Holyoke has been a good battle for us the last couple years. I think just the conference matches, it's great to play out of conference, but conference is where it matters most, and we have a good balance this year, and we're adding Fitchburg, so we get another conference match, and so we're excited to have that opportunity.
And I had mentioned earlier, MCLA's MASCAC runner-up 2 years running. Preseason poll just released late last week. MCLA ranked third. Again, it shows a great respect for you in the program that the conference peers have. What does MCLA really need to do to take that next step forward and hopefully push over that tournament finalist?
We really need to get solid in our passing and then really put down the ball in our offense and really balance out our offense as I predict we're going to have to do to be successful.
Great. Well, Coach, listen, I wish you the best of luck as your season starts on Friday. Going to be a great challenge and fun and interesting to see the women on the West Coast. So I thank you for joining us here today. And Trailblazer fans, for everything MCLA athletics and especially to follow the volleyball team this season, please follow along on our social media websites, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram at MCLA Athletics. I'm your host, Jeff Polari. Thanks for watching and have a great day.